Hey everybody, this is Glenn with Pure Pursuit Automotive here today to test drive and walk you through the features of this 2013 Mercedes Benz CLS AMG. Just an amazing car, black exterior and black interior. If you're only seeing this as a features walkthrough or as a test drive, realize we do in front of our studio up there, we have done a external walk around as well. So go ahead and check out our YouTube channel at Pure Pursuit Automotive. Search it on YouTube and go ahead and find that. So we have our key here. Let's go ahead and fire it up. Love the way that these things fire up. Put our seatbelt on, of course. Outside you can see our active by Xenons go ahead and do their self-leveling test as it walks through. Okay, so this would be the features explanation. A lot of features to cover on this car. If I miss any, I apologize, but we'll try to get everything we can. Okay, so we've already talked about the Xenons outside. Coming through to the interior here, AMG specific setup here. You have your tachometer, you have your center display. That little coffee cup is the Mercedes version that will actually be monitoring your eyes and will be telling you if you are getting a little drowsy, as well as your active lane departure warning system is on as well. You can see the AMG specific gauge on the speedometer. Right above that says Eco. Here's our button right down here for Eco, and that just means, hey, you know, this V8 engine turbocharged is trying its best to squeeze out some miles per gallon. We take out of that mode and we get into the AMG mode. A lot of different settings as well on there. Okay. So moving through, again, paddle shifters. We do have a lot of things on the transmission we can alter. This is the semi-manual clutch transmission as it competes with cars like the BMW M5 and BMW M6 and the Audi RS line that do have switched to the clutch. So really, I like the idea of the AMGs progressing towards that semi-manual clutch technology as opposed to sort of that 7-speed sequential automatic that they can have in some of the lower classes. So coming through, we have sort of our standard Mercedes steering wheel controls, nice flat bottom on this leather wrapped steering wheel. Okay, and coming through over here, memory seats, your seat adjustments right here. But what's more important about this particular driver's seat, which a lot of really special, we can pan over here, is we have our ability to raise and lower our lumbar. We can actually put on a massaging function here, and I have it on right now. It feels great. But more importantly, for the sport enthusiasts that we all are, we have that dynamic seating. And so it's these bolsters, and you might be able to see it on this chair, but as you're driving, you hit the corner, these bolsters will actually actively bolster you into the seat. Very, very cool. Moving through the same section here, we're going from comfort to Sport Plus. Again, these are all settings that affect both the engine and the suspension and the way that the steering wheel feels and the throttle response as we cycle through them. And finally to manual mode, where you're on the shifters themselves and you see exactly what gear you're in. Here's your traction control button. Here's your electronically damping shocks to change the different settings. Here's and you can go reference it up here. AMG Sport Suspension in Sport or Sport Plus. And finally, your AMG button, much like the BMW button, the M button, now the AMG has really come along to say, hey, hit this AMG button, and I reflect in my settings exactly what I'm in. I go into Sport Plus, my traction control is on. I can have the choice of taking that off and actually getting more throttle response in the back end, the limited slip, to be able to kick out the back end for drifting. I don't know who wants to drift in a car this expensive, but hey, the option's there for you, as well as your sport suspension. So I'll hit that AMG button off, and we'll continue to walk through our features. So again, nice little AMG style shifter on the E-Class and the CLS class. We can get through here. We're in park mode now. Coming through here, at this level, you know, we're looking kind of a standard, we're looking at our dual mode controls for passenger and passenger and driver, that is. And the rest of this, coming up to here, great car, heated seats, kind of standard this level class. Of course, we have cooled seats. So realistically, something to keep in mind on this particular car is we have heated, cooled, and massaging and dynamic driver's seat. Just a pretty fantastic experience that you get as a driver. So we'll go ahead and take those off so I don't get too hot or cold. Power rear sunshade, I'll go ahead and activate that. You might be able to see it in the rear view or behind. Okay, we'll pop it back down again. I'm going to demonstrate that all these buttons work for both the passenger and driver seat. And coming up, real quick, I wanted to touch on this IWC clock, very high-end Swiss watch company, IWC, great touch for Mercedes. We have our nav screen pulled up here. I'll walk through a little bit of this this stuff right here. We got a radio screen, and we can, you know, again, similar to the BMW iDrive, this is Mercedes Benz controllers, very intuitive navigation, different level audio. So we have FM, AM, satellite radio. You have your disc entered in down here. You have your memory card. That's actually a feature that I've only seen on Mercedes-Benz. Don't quote me if other manufacturers have it, but I kind of like that, the ability to put an SD card in there as well. Music register, USB storage on a hard drive, and media interface that way. Then again, your phone, pair it with your Bluetooth, stream your Bluetooth, go into video itself, that would be a DVD and the changer. And finally we'll go to our system settings and I'll show you everything about the car. Rear view camera, that is a nice feature. Activate Bluetooth and back to display. Okay, we'll go pull back up the Navi. And finally up to here, home link, and up to the top here, at this point we have our sunroof and moonroof combo. Check that out. And we'll keep it open actually a little bit more light as we do our test drive.